Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cabbage Patch Soap. My name is Laura, and today we will be making a Castile soap. I'll be showing you how to make Castile soap. So, first, we're going to cut the soap that we made from, let's see, that'd be Thursday. All right, I'm just setting up the chats, making sure everything is working. Oops. Let me fix this also so that it shows the chats. There we go. Okay. And everything's a little wild today. Got so much going on and some cool things to show you, including the little seashells that we made last time. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. All right, so let me get those set out, and I will also get the soap cutter. Let me move this out of the way. Just a second. I don't have it set on the table just yet, so all right. All right, here we go. Let's get that lined up. And I should get some gloves on. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm just pulling these gloves on real fast. And I'll also make sure I get the single bar as well. Okay. So this was the lemon basil. And here's the individual bar. I'm just going to pop this out real fast to show you. Alright, so here's how this one turned out. And I'll just set this on the shelf. Okay. And then I'm going to unmold the loaf mold. You like the swirls on top? Thank you. Hi, Lorna. Welcome. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so I got this unmolded here. This aside. Okay. And this is how this one turned out. So let's line this up on the mold or the cutter. Just make sure. Yep, that looks pretty good. And we'll cut this. There we go. This lamp is a little too close to. I can't move it. Okay, I'll leave it there for now. All right, so let's see how this looks. So there it is. This is how the end looks with some of those yellow parts dripping down. So you've got a drop swirl on the top, and then it has the green swirls. And here's the next bar. See, that one's got a big yellow swirl coming down the front. Set that aside. And there's the last one. So you can see how the yellow becomes more muted when it goes through gel, which is totally fine. I wanted a softer yellow color, so that was perfect. And here's what the side or the sample pieces will look like. And I'll cut those up later. Let me just see what you're saying. Hi, Wanda. Welcome. Let's see here. So you say, oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't always tell you when I go live. For some reason, I don't know how it works, but I know a lot of people don't realize that I do lives now. That's totally fine. I'm sure eventually word will get around. All right, I'm just gonna put these on the shelf real quick, and then I can put the cutter away. Set this aside. I'm going to take off these gloves because they have a lot of that green color on them. I don't want to get it on the other soap. So, oh, and you know what? This fan is noisy. There we go. That should be better. I felt like I was shouting and realized it was because I was trying to talk over that fan. Okay, there we go. All right, so the next thing is I got some new molds to make those air fresheners. I still need to order uh, a better seashell one, but I got a cat mold, so I can show you that when I make some, probably maybe the next live. But I do have the seashells, so let me just show you how those came out. I put them in this bag here, and these are really cute. So, like I said, the mold warped in the heat, so this is definitely not oven safe. We'll have to get a better mold later. That's completely fine. It was a mold I wasn't using anyway, so that's fine. And this is how they look. They're clear, sort of like translucent, and then they've got a little bit of gold shimmer on top. So they came out really, really cute, and they smell really good. And I have some beads that I've scented with ocean scent, which we could use for the larger shells also. Here's this one. So these came out super duper cute, and I'll keep them in this bag until I'm gonna put them in like scent proof bags, but I wanted to show you what these look like, so I'll probably do that later tonight. They're all a little bit different. Like this one doesn't have the other side of the hinge on it. Um, just like normal seashells, they're all a little bit different. Yeah, the scent is really good. I made another freshie with I made another freshie with that ocean scent. I made the cat face, and it smelled really good. I showed it to somebody, and they asked what scent it was. I told them. They said, "Oh yeah, I totally smell that." So apparently it's a good scent. It does what it says it's supposed to. I'm just gonna wipe this table off real fast. It's got some. Oh, I can get my. Forgot to grab the soap towels. So I am a little bit disorganized today, which I apologize for. I was gone most of the afternoon doing something, and came back just in time to start this, and realized I had forgotten a couple of basic things, which set me back. So, let me just check something real fast because I might have something to show you. Okay. One of the things I did was somebody found some orphan kittens and brought them to me. Well, brought them to a friend who asked me to help her feed them. And so that was part of the reason I'm a little behind. Would you guys like to see the kittens? Oh, a puppy? No, not a puppy. I'm not set up for that, unfortunately. Did you stay disorganized? Yes, I typically am very disorganized. I tried to hide it. Yes, please, kittens. Okay, okay. So, um, they're really tiny. Here's the first one. It's got a cute little face, a little white paws. They're very, very small. And that's the first one. And then here's the second one. They look pretty similar. Look at the little toe beans. They're so cute and small, but they were abandoned by their mom, and they're a little bit young to eat on their own, but they're too old to nurse. So, I'm going to try syringe feeding them and see if they will eat that way. They probably only need a few days of help before before they'll be, fine on their own. So that's the hope. So anyways, I need to grab something. And I have them sitting over here with me. So you might hear them mewing, but that's just because they're sitting next to me. Okay, so yes, toe beans are my favorite. So for today's soap, I want to make a Castile soap. Castile is one of the more gentle soaps. It doesn't have a lot of it doesn't have a big fluffy lather like coconut or other soap like oil blends normally would, but a lot of people like it because it's very, very gentle. It's like something you would wash your hands with when like your hands are not super, super dirty, like you haven't been working outside in the dirt. You just want like an everyday bar to wash your hands with. Yeah, but a lot of people like it. It only has one kind of oil. Typically, a Castile is just olive oil, water, and lye, and nothing else. Um, as per usual, I'm going to cheat and put in a fragrance oil because there's nothing wrong with making it smell good. So we'll do that. And also, in most cases, because it's olive oil, it's going to take longer for this soap to firm up. It'll be very runny, basically, for longer than normal. So it'll just take a few extra minutes of blending probably to get it to firm up. Let me see. Zoe's ears are twitching from the kittens. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Yeah, I bet he wants to know where the sound is coming from. I would too if I heard that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this is the olive oil. It's room temperature because I didn't need to melt it or anything. The lye water is still warm, but that's fine because, like I said, this is going to take a long time to set up, so that just helps. The scent I want to use is called Heather. Trying to get this stuff focus. There it goes. Whoops, for a second there. Anyways, it's called Heather. It smells really good. It's a very nice floral. It almost smells like a little bit like hyacinth or something. It's very, very nice. And I'm just going to put on a new set of gloves. It just takes me a second to pull these on. Yeah, Wanda, it really smells good. Floral scents, I have to be careful with because some of them, if I smell them for too long, like if I'm exposed to the fragrance for too long, it can trigger like a headache. But this one smells really, really nice. It reminds me of something very familiar. So there must have been some flowers that I've smelled before that had this fragrance. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna move my headset so I can put on my face shield. Just a moment. All right, there we go. All right, so the nice thing about this soap is that it's really simple. There's no like fancy designs or anything we have to worry about. And I'm going to leave it uncolored because most of the time, if somebody wants a Castile soap, they want it because it's simple and they don't want a whole bunch of like color. And a lot of people don't even want it fragranced, but I'm going to fragrance it anyway. All right. This mold got dusty. I'm going to go clean them. I'm going to rinse this mold out. It got a little bit of dust. I'll be right back. All right, that's better. Okay. So now that we got the mold and everything, I think we're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and we'll start by pouring the fragrance oil in. Um, you love florals, Wanda? Yeah, I like the florals, but then like if I just sit around breathing them all the time, they start to give me a headache. It's like I want to eat it or not want to eat it, excuse me. I want to smell them, but I just unfortunately can't. Like one of my favorites, I really like the smell of rose, but if I have something rose scented around me too much, like if I was to make one of those rose, like I have a rose scented air freshy that I made, but if I leave it in the room with me, it starts to give me a headache over time, even though it's one of my favorites. So um yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and put the fragrance in. Since this is a floral, it's probably going to help accelerate trace to help the batter thicken up quickly. The lye water is warm, which should also help accelerate things. I did put some sea salt in here, which should also help it firm up. And just seeing what. Yeah, I keep saying I'm not supposed to eat soap. Yeah, you're not. Uh, Disclaimer: do not eat soap. But yeah, so but I'm going to go ahead and mix this. Hopefully, between the floral and the warm lye water, this shouldn't take too long to mix up. And hopefully it will be ready to cut on Thursday, because that's something else too. I've had Castile soap before that sat in the mold and didn't even become firm for an entire day, and I couldn't cut it for a long time. So I'm going to let this get as thick as possible to kind of avoid that. Um, oh, I rinsed the mold out, but I didn't dry it. Let me just wipe out the water. There we go. Okay. We don't need anything else making the soap any softer than it needs to be. Okay. And then Castile usually takes a long time to cure. 6 to 12 months is normal. So this soap won't be available for a while, but once it cures, it's a really nice mild bar. In fact, a lot of places that make this, like that manufacture Castile soap, they make it with a hot process method. Essentially, it's like they heat the oils, they heat the lye, and then they cook it, and then they press it into mold. So it's done a little bit differently, but that, just so that they don't have to have the soap sitting in mold for days. There we go. Yes, this would definitely stir resin quickly, but then you'd have to get a new one every time, because not only that, you'd have a million bubbles. I wonder if there's a way to get the resin off, because you'd have to get it off the blades. It's too bad. I bet if everything was coated in a little bit of a whatever the stuff does, this stuff. My vocabulary is broken. Silicone. If you could coat the whole thing in silicone somehow, then yeah, you probably could use it. That would be a waste of alcohol. That's true. It would be. Yeah, silicone. There we go. Whoops. There I go, adding bubbles. But you see how this is taking much, much longer, and it's still extremely fluid. But this is nice if you're going to make designs, like intricate pours and stuff. You have a long time to work with it. It doesn't go solid right away. So it's great for that. But if you're hoping to get this in the mold and cut quickly, you got to mix it for a long time. Okay, probably needs a little more time. Let me put this down so that it's not as loud. Hopefully. It's getting there, slowly but surely. So for those car freshies or air freshies, the air fresheners for the cars, what kind of fragrances do you guys like in your car? I need some ideas for the next few beads that I'm going to soak. Anything ocean scented, Stacy? Ooh, vanilla. Black cherry? Oh yeah. I made a Dracula soap that's got that black cherry fragrance. It's called a cherry bomb. It smells so good. It's not like, it doesn't smell like cherry cough syrup. Instead, it has like this really deep, delicious, I don't know, it smelled really good. It's my favorite cherry fragrance. I'm going to have to get a bigger bottle of it. Oh yeah, and Star Showers, yes. That's right. Yeah, the Star Showers is really good. I actually got more of that Star Showers because I like it too. And every time I'm getting low, like my bottle starts to get empty, I'm like, oh, I don't want to run out because I won't be able to make my own self something with Star Shower. So I buy another bottle. Yeah. All right. I'm going to grab a spatula so we can put this in the mold. Need to see how. This is like a really, trying to describe it, like a milkshake. Like if you buy a milkshake and it kind of melts. It's like that consistency. This is definitely thick enough to pour into the mold. But yeah, in the ocean sense, yeah. Yeah, vanilla is really good. I made so there were two basically like prototypes that I made. There were two new molds I got. And I made one with the ocean scent and one vanilla. And they turned out really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and keep making those. And I will definitely do Star Showers. I think I'll do that next because that's, I don't know why I didn't think of that on my own. That's a good idea. All right, so I'm going to pour this into this mold here. Each time we use it, there'll be less pink on there. Maybe someday it won't be pink anymore. Not that I mind, but you know, it's kind of a fun experiment to see from when it first got stained until sometime in the future how long it takes for that color to go away. All right. There we go. So we got this filled. Now I'm going to put these in the oven for sure because not only do I want this to gel, but that will help the soap firm up faster. And then I feel like the gel process makes the soap bars last a little longer. I don't know if that's really true. It's just like a feeling. So that may mean absolutely nothing. And who knows, maybe I just heard it somewhere. I'm repeating it without ever doing any actual tests. But yeah, so I wonder if also if the heat helps push out some of that moisture sooner. Let me take this thing off my face. Hang on. Okay. There we go. No more mask. Okay. I'll put that away over here. Let's see what you guys are thinking here, or what you guys are saying. Oh, dragon blood. Yes, I have that. Yeah. Dragon blood smells really good. Dragon blood is a resin that comes from a tree and I want to say where the tree is from, but then I'll get it wrong. But either like South America or Africa or something. I'll have to double check. But yeah, I used to make dragon blood soap, and I would get the resin. I would actually buy the resin and then grind it up into a really super fine powder and mix that into the soap. So it had the scent, the dragon blood scent, but then the actual resin in it also. That was kind of fun. Yeah, dragon blood does smell really, really good. Hi, Patty. Welcome. Yeah, dragon blood is kind of cool. I want to say it's kind of, I'm trying to describe it, but it's almost like an earthy scent, kind of, but not in the same way that um, not in the same earthy scent as like soil or patchouli or something like we would normally associate with earthy. It's very unique, and anyway, it smells really, really good. And I do have the fragrance, and I do have uh, or I did have the resin. I don't know if I still have any of that left, but I will find out because yeah, I wouldn't mind making something dragon blood scent. I forgot to scrape this off. I guess I should do that to not waste. But yeah, I think I'm gonna uh put those car fresheners, those air freshies. I'm thinking of putting them in the shop next week once I finish them. Once I get them all packaged up nice and put the labels on and all that. And that way, if you guys want them, you can get them. And then also, I will start making the star showers and start making some other fragrances because I'm having fun experimenting. I've also got more of the paint, so I can now do like a silver glitter paint on there and gold glitter. I got red because I want to be able to do red hearts, and I got some ribbons and things, and I got some beads. I want to decorate them with beads, but the craft stores, I've been having trouble finding good beads that aren't like horribly overpriced, like 50 cents a bead. And we're talking just like regular round, either acrylic or wooden beads. So I found a set of beads that were made of wood, and it was like all different random sizes. It was an okay price, so I went ahead and got them, but I have to hand paint every single bead to make them colorful. So I'm in the process of doing that. But I want to put like beads and stuff on them and just make them look pretty. I'm also going to start doing the eye hooks differently. I was screwing them in, but I think it might be better to melt them, like heat them up and melt them into the freshie. That might be better. So I'm going to try that. Yeah, it does have its own kind of smell on it. It really does. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, I really liked how the lemon soap came out. I like the little drops. It's like lemons dripping down. You have the wooden beads too, Wanda? Yeah, they're. I went to Hobby Lobby. I normally would go places like Walmart and stuff, but Walmart was. We were having a storm, and Walmart was just too far. I didn't want to go that far. And anyway, but when I go, sometimes when I go to Walmart, they're just so picked over. Like everybody is really. I think it's just because of the supply issues that are going on. I tried Amazon, but they really wanted a lot of money for just plain beads, and I don't know. I wanted to try something else, so that's what I decided to do was just get the wooden ones and paint them. Um, but yeah, so I'll be hopefully on Thursday I'll be able to show you the final result on the car freshies or the you know scented things, and I've got some new scents I'll make like the star showers like you suggested. Because I want it. Completely forgot. I'm gonna go pull that out right now after we're done here and um, make those because I had a jar set up ready to go for the beads and needed a idea for the next fragrance. So I've got that, and I've already have some vanilla made. So I'll make more. Some of the beads take a long time to absorb the fragrance. Some of the fragrances are easy, like lavender and stuff that doesn't take too long. But some of the other ones are taking a week or more. Vanilla was one of the ones that took a long time. But we'll see. I know I'll show you on Thursday. Like I said, I'll show you on Thursday what I got done so far with those, and then we'll also probably will be able to cut this. As you can see, it's still very fluid. So I'm hoping Thursday this will be firm enough to cut. But if not, you know, If not, it might be a little longer. I did not do any kind of a water discount or anything on this, just because I probably should have, but I didn't. But this is how it looks if you just use a regular recipe. Let me tap out the air here. Um, with the recommended amount of water without discounting anything, it'll be like this. It'll be fluid, kind of for a long time. So, but I wanted to show you how to actually make it without doing like any advanced techniques or anything. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I got to feed the kittens. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away in the oven to firm up, and then we'll be back on Thursday for another soap. If you guys have any suggestions of what you'd like to see me make for soap or air freshies or anything, let me know. And just leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing because it really helps me out. And I will see you guys on Thursday, and I will see you guys then. Thanks for hanging out. You have a great night.